Hey, so before discussing anything, okay, about the logic, about the implementation, okay, anything, let me show you what we are going to do, basically what we are going to build exactly, okay, yeah. So you can see on the screen, okay, this is a full stack AI agent, okay, not a simple AI agent, it's a voice AI agent, okay. This is a full stack voice AI agent, okay, yeah. So let me ask something, okay. So for that, I need to just press this on the press the microphone icon, okay, or let me ask, and we can talk in any language, okay, you can see, and it will give me response in that language only, okay, yeah. So let me just ask something, okay. Hey, can you explain quantum computing in one sentence? You can see after listening it is starting thinking, it's a processing, okay.
Sure, quantum computing uses the principles of quantum mechanics to process information in ways that classical computers can't, enabling potentially faster problem solving for certain tasks.
Okay, so you can see it's able to give me response. Let me ask some other question, okay. Hey, can you sing a song in Hindi for me? It's a thinking, okay, yeah.
I can't sing, but I can share a couple of lines from a popular Hindi song, or suggest some great ones if you'd like. Just let me know.
Okay, can you speak in Hindi?
हाँ, मैं हिंदी में बात कर सकता हूँ. आपको किस बारे में जानना है?
Okay, so you can see it's a very cool, okay, yeah. What we need to do, you have to just speak, okay, and it will respond with a natural human like voice, okay, yeah. There's a lot of multiple basically lot of voice available, okay, on the LLM. As of now I have used LI, okay, yeah, of course you will understand properly, okay, yeah. So let me quickly discuss what tech stack we are going to use, okay. So for the front end I'm going to use front React only, okay. For the styling use Tailwind CSS, and for the backend for processing, creating API, all those things, okay, we are used Node.js. Inside Node.js we will use the OpenAI, okay, for the our LLM call, okay, yeah, that is the magic, okay, yeah. So let me quickly show you the folder structure, okay, yeah. So you can see there is a two folder, okay, one is the client, one is the server, okay. So let me just quickly discuss the magical thing, okay, the logical thing, simple. So let me just also explain you the all those packages and everything, okay, yeah. So you can see here I have installed some packages as the cores, okay. Why we need cores? We need to protect our API, or you can say we can basically give access to our API, okay, for that like some specific some yeah, some specific number of ports can access our API, okay, yeah. Using that cores it will basically secure our application, okay, secure our API, not application. For the .env, using .env we will secure out credentials whatever, okay, that will make sure like all we will use that credentials on the loading time, okay, yeah. And that will be load from the .env, okay, of course. And we have a multiple type of .env, okay. For the development or production always we need to make a separate, okay, yeah, okay. And I use the Express.js, okay. Why we need Express? For the server, okay. Using Express we will create a server. On that server we will create a API, and using that API we are able to make our voice agent, okay, simple. And this is OpenAI. We need to install this OpenAI. Why? Because of course we need to call LLM call, we need call it two times LLM, okay, yeah, simple. In the dev defense you can see there's a node 1 makes sure our application running on all the time, okay. Maybe we need some changes, okay, that will automatically detect and restart our application. We don't need to explicitly restart our application, okay, simple. So you can see this is our root file. There is only one file. Why? Because I just need one API, okay. So that's why I'm not following that repository method or any MVC pattern, okay, yeah, simple. I just make everything in a simple file, single file. So you can see I need Express, okay, for the server. I need cores for the protect our API. I need .env to load our .env file from the .env file, okay, of course. And I need OpenAI to call the LLM, okay, simple. I just initialize a server, okay, and I just assign a port. I also take in that port from the .env, okay. And yeah, here I can pass here course, the options, whatever credential, okay, all those things. There's a lot of things available for the course. You can check the documentation, okay, yeah. So our totally part is to understand the AI layer, okay, how we are interacting here to our AI, okay, how the LLM calling, how the things work, okay, yeah. Of course I will share the whole code in a description, okay. You will get a URL of the GitHub, okay, repo, okay. So don't worry, just focus on the understanding the logical things, okay. Yeah, here I just initialize OpenAI like we initialize in Python only, okay. Like same we are initialize here also, okay. Yeah, okay. So you can see there is one API, okay. This is the API voice, okay. Using this API we are able to make our AI agent, okay. Simple voice agent. So what happened in this case, okay, you can see there's a text target, but basically we are getting text from our body only, okay. So from the front end, they will send our text, okay, and using that text, okay, after that I have just added if condition. If the text is not available, you have to just send a response like 400. It's a bad, okay, basically bad request, okay. You have to provide the text, okay. Yeah, so you can see we are request the text. Of course we need to call a LLM, okay, to get the response. So you know we already write this couple of times, okay. There's so many times, okay. In every video I have you create like a chat dot completion, okay, and get the response. You know also in better way the what is the system prompt, what is the user prompt, okay. Simple. So I don't think you need to I need to explain again and again, okay. But yeah, I just told you like this is the system prompt. We can told our basically or LLM like, hey, you are this and that persona, or there's a lot of multiple times of prompt there, okay. Yeah, so I just told him here, you are a helpful voice assistant, keep your response concise and conversational, okay. See ya, simple. There is a user prompt, okay. In the user prompt we just take a role user, okay. Of course we need to content. In the content we are just passing the user query. The user query is like whatever we take, we basically told to our APIs from the front end side, okay. Whenever we just turn on the microphone and we start saying anything, okay, that text is the user query, and that text will be sending to LLM here, okay. Yeah, after that you can see I'm getting the response from this, okay. A response text I already print that, okay. You can see if I open the terminal, okay, on the server side you can see these kind of response we are getting here, okay. Yeah, simple. Okay, so this is the first, and we all are aware of this, okay. As we implement so many times this thing, okay, getting the response, but there is a something new. The new is using that text, there is a TTS model available, okay. On the OpenAI there is a TTS model available which will provide a audio, okay. Simple. You can see I'm just passing this response text to this, and I told him like, hey, please use this TTS1 and use the voice LI, okay. There is a multiple voice available, you can try all those voice, okay. Yeah, but I have used only voice LI, okay, here, okay. Yeah, and you can see I just create a buffer here, okay, and in the base 64 I just convert this audio base 64 and just pass this client side, okay. So that's it. This is the only logic we need to implement, okay. So what happened here, what I'm doing here, just use express.js to create our server, use CORS to protect your API, use .env to create our credential, okay. Protect your credential, use OpenAI to call the LLM, okay. There's a two LLM call. The first is to get the response directly in the text format. The second LLM call, use that text to the audio generation, and the third is that just convert that audio into base 64 and send back to the UI only, okay. Yeah, so this is the entire logic, simple. So let me quickly open client side, okay. You can see in the client side I have used React only, okay. In the React, let me just discuss what is this. These are the metadata, these are the name of the application. You can make anything, okay. There's a private, I have it private true, okay. There is a version, it's up to you, and I have used the type is a module, okay. Yeah, simple. So these some information about this, okay. There is some couple of command for the starting our application. For the dev, npm run dev, the application will start, okay. Npm run build, there is a build available. Using that build we can deploy our application, okay. Simple. Okay, that's it. There is some dependency auto prefixer, it automatically getting whenever we install our application, okay. Initialize, there is already a template available, okay. I am used here byte, okay. Using byte I just initialize the complete project, okay. Simple. And this is the Lucid React. Maybe you heard about the React icons, okay. Of course you can use React icons, but I am using here to this Lucid React, okay. Lucid React is also a best library for the icons, okay. Simple. There is a post CSS. I have used the less version of the Tailwind CSS, okay. That's why I need post CSS. Otherwise there is a the latest version, you don't need to install this, okay. Simple. There's a React DOM, of course you already know DOM, and there's a Tailwind CSS, simple, okay. Nothing more here, okay. So I don't want to go more deeper, okay, inside the client side, okay. Of course you will get the code and just download. What you have to do only thing, okay, after downloading the whole code you have to just create a .env on the backend side, okay. In the .env you have to set basically provide a port and the open API key, okay. And yeah, there we go. You just you have to just hit npm install for the both side and your application is go, okay. You can use in your locally, okay, that your voice agent are running in your locally only, okay. Simple. So okay, so let me just quickly discuss on the high level only, okay? But yeah, of course, I'm trying to explain on a high level, but yeah, you will get the clear understanding. So there is a chat interface, okay? I just you create a chat interface. Inside chat interface, just go, okay? Yeah. So you can see here there is a huge audio player. I have created a hook for the playing the audio, okay? Simple. And you can see also I have created a hook for the voice input, okay? I have used there is a browser API to listen the text, okay? Listen these things, and I just convert that text to of course to send the backend only, okay? So you can see just you can okay, you can explore these things. I just create a multiple states to manage, like we are playing or not, it's a processing or not, okay? Yeah, simple. But the most important thing is the logical part, okay? You have to understand everything that is inside the backend, okay? The AI layer, okay? How we calling LLM, everything simple. You can see here I just call those API which I have created on the server side, okay? And I just passing this text. I'm getting the text here, okay? Not text, okay? I'm just getting that response.json. You can see here the data.audio. We have that audio. I'm just passing this audio on the play audio, okay? And the play audio coming from this hook here, which audio. Simple, I just click whenever the audio is coming, okay? It will automatic open use this hook and pass that audio, and that audio will start playing, okay? Simple. So this is the hook for the huge audio player, okay? Simple, we are playing that audio. You can see this is hook for the text or you can say voice recognition, okay? Simple, speech recognition, you can say. Whenever you click on the icon on the microphone and you start saying anything, okay, asking anything, that will be detected by this hook only, okay? Simple. So the main thing here, okay, be simple. You can easily go through everything, okay? You have to just understand. You have to you have to call another LLM after getting the text from the LLM, okay, to generate the audio, okay? Simple. And just send that audio in the front end side, and yeah, just play that. So as of now, we have our voice agent, okay? It's a very simple as of now, okay? Like we ask something. I just ask something like, hey, can you sing me a song like this? Hey, can you explain me a quantum computing, anything, okay? Yeah, but you can see this is not related. Let me just ask after, okay, anything like, hey, I just asked you earlier what is a quantum computing. You just told me this, can you explain me more better on that? So it is not remember anything, okay, what we are discussing earlier, okay? So there's just a lot of things available we need to add here, okay? Yeah, so in the next video I'm trying to add, like, you can talk continuous, okay? It's a continuous, like you are talking chat GPT, okay? Anything like, hey, can you tell me about this? I don't understand this, anything, okay? So yeah, I will create the voice agent, like you will just literally talk anything. You just ask and you can talk a multiple hours, multiple long duration, okay? Simple. So okay, so yeah, so as of now your own personal voice agent is of course ready, okay? And why I can say it's your because I'm going to share the whole code in a description, okay? And just clone that repo, okay? And just download this code, okay? Everything. And you have to just create a .env. Inside .env you need to just put the port and open API key, okay? And yeah, there we go. Okay, so thank you.